Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a block that's called the Big Dipper. I know I've done it before, but this time we're going to do it in a 6-inch block, and it's from my new book that I'm going to make every block in. So there will be a few repeats, but they'll be a different size than the first one. So there you are. I don't know. So for this one I needed 3 fabrics. I already sewed these together because that's something I can whatever. So I needed 3 fabrics. 2 of them, they're all 4.5. I need 2 of one and 1 of each of the others. So we just sewed them into half square triangles, and to do that I just drew the line down the middle and I sewed a 1/4 inch on each side. Then we're just going to cut this off. I am going to continue to use the extra thread I have from when I was making ties and selling them, because, well, I want to use it up because I don't like to waste things. So we're just going to cut those right down the middle. Grab our ironing press, pressing mat, whatever you want to call it. So now we're just going to press them open, and I am going to press them all to this flag side. I am going to get probably some white, I think, to add to this, so it adds a little bit of, I don't know, plain color. But I might just also put that on the outside, like as a border or like around each block. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. So now we're just going to match them up again. I'm going to need to use the pin, so we're going to take that off. Now, same blocks together. We're going to take this and we're going to lay it opposite. So when you fold it open, it's going to look just like the original. Actually, we're not going to do that just yet. I'm going to fold these over and I'm going to draw the line first so I don't have to go over all that bulk. Just same thing as before. We're going to turn these. So we made our 4 squares into 4 half square triangles. Now we're going to turn it into 4 hourglass blocks. So you could trim here, but I don't want to, because then it'll just give me an extra bit of fabric on there for when I sew up or trim up the the hourglasses. So now I'm just going to pin on these 2 seams on the sides here. Plus pinning, or what do you call it? Trimming here is kind of pointless too. I did it, and I have done it in quite a few videos, but honestly, you don't need to. You're just wasting time. Make sure that lines up all the way down. You'll be able to feel it. Must have cut that a little off. That's another thing. I must have cut it a little off. So now it'll just be, easier to trim. So now we're just going to go sew a 1/4 line down either side of this one. And I'm going to take you with me for that. We're just going to slide it in there. And to do these, I found if I lift my needle and then put it back down, it starts it for me. And then it doesn't stick in there like mine had been doing. This side's easy because it goes straight down over it. And one more here. Line it up to where you're almost on your fabric with your needle. That'll straighten it out, and then you can go right down through. There is only a few of them in there that I've seen so far that are duplicates, but I am going to go through and make every block in this book. Well, I'm going to attempt to make every block in this book, let's say. I'm not perfect, so I might not be able to. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Just line it up on top of that one. Put it down. Oh, let's do that again. There it goes. Now it's in my fabric, so it'll pull a hold of it pretty good. I'm going to try to keep this down, but see how it pops up there? So just pull it up, smooth it out. And there you have it. We can take those out now. And then same thing again. We're going to slide it in on top of the other one there. Line up your... I line up... This is my 1/4 inch foot. Let me see if I can move this over for a second. And I do apologize if that makes y'all dizzy. So this is my 1/4 inch foot. So I line that piece right up, that edge right here with my line. And then it makes a perfect 1/4 inch for me. So let's put that back if I can get it back where it was. Not really sure, but I think that's good. And again, it's never going to go under there, so I just pop it up, put it back down. We'll take these pins out. I tend to get pinched and poked if I don't take them out as I sew. I'm going to have my prepped one here for my other quilt I'm making. It's really nice to have two going at the same time. My only problem is then I have to trim all those. And that's fun. Alright, let's pull them off. Head back over here. Cut them apart. Now we're just going to cut the hourglasses apart. Alright, and now we're going to trim them down. Oh no, we're not. We're going to iron them open. Silly me. Sorry, I was reading something. We're going to trim them down to 3.5, I believe. I might have to consult my little book. See what it tells me. But, oh, nope, those went the right way. Alright, I'm going to pause the video here for a second so I can go check that out. I'm going to lay these on top of each other. And while I'm doing that, while that's pressing, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we are going to trim them down to 3.5 now. So, to do that, where's my square? Where is my little square? I literally just had it here, y'all. Okay, I'm going to pause you one more time and search for that. So give me just a minute. Alright, so I found it. So I'm going to trim them down to 3.5. So that means half of 3.5 is 1 3/4. So we're going to take our 1 3/4 mark, which is right there. I know you can't really see it, but it's that dot right there. And we're going to line that dot up with the center seam. And then we're going to line up this diagonal line with that diagonal line. And then we are going to trim everything off. Let me move this iron. Yesterday, I burnt myself with this iron. And then at work today, let me tell you, I forgot. But at work today, I took some hot papers off the printer. And I remembered real fast. It hurt. So now we're going to turn it around. Line up the 3.5. Should line up the 1 3/4. And then your diagonal and your straight lines on the sides. Lift that open. I'm just looking for trouble here. Alright, so we're going to do it a few more times. Line up the 3 1/4 on the diagonal. Spin it. So I'm going to go through this book and I'm going to make squares until, well, I'm going to make them all. I'm going to make squares with this fabric until I have a quilt, a pretty nice size. I want to see. I'm just going to do it as I go. I don't have any pattern picked out, obviously, because I'm just trying out all the blocks. Because that's what I bought it for. And I thought you might like to see them too. Now, it does, the block sizes do come in 4, 6, 9, and 12. So the book's not bad. If you don't like quilting math or you can't do quilting math, I recommend it. It's called, what did I say it was? Quilt Block Genius. If it's something you want to try out new blocks, or you can just watch me. I'm only showing you the 6-inch on this one until I get done this one, and then maybe we'll move on to a different size and a different fabric selection. I do want to do a fall one, and I actually want to do another Christmas one, but we'll see how it goes. So then we're going to line up the 3.5, the diagonal, and then all those other little things. I realize I hadn't been talking you through that, but I think you've watched me, or you've seen me enough to know basically what I'm doing. If not, ask me questions. I'll gladly answer all of them. Now, we are going to just lay it out. This is why I can never find this, because I never have a great place to lay it when I'm done here. I need a little shelf beside me, but I don't have one, so. Now, we're going to do this just like this. That's not right. That's not right at all. This is what I need. There we go. This one is called Big Dipper. So now, just like always, sew these two and these two, and then sew them together. So I'm just going to take you with me. I'm just going to do it by hand, take them over and sew it, and I'm going to take you with me. All right. I'm not really going to pin it. It's a short little space line. The seams don't really match up because I did press them all to the same way. So you can't nest them. I mean, they match up, but you can't nest them because they're all folded to the same way. But, you win some, you lose some. Whatever. Let's cut this off and run it down through. Alright, let's iron these open. So let's see how they go. They go like this. So we're going to iron them both to this side. Because if we iron them to the same fabric, the same block, they will nest when we turn them around. So there they are. Now we'll fold this over. And we'll nest that right up. And this one. Again, these two are going the same way. It's okay. We'll add a little bulk, but really bulk is just warmth too. So I'm going to do this one. Oh, this one does nest. Maybe I just did it wrong all along. Alright, I'm going to go sew it, and I'm going to take you with me. Alright, and I don't have one of these prepped, so bear with me. I'm going to draw a line real quick and get one started. Because, like I said, it's easier to use these. It's not easier, it's more productive to use these than starters and stoppers, which are great. I do recommend starters and stoppers when you don't have another project going, but I do. So, oh, there we go. So I'm going to do that. My white ones are a little bit bigger because I just cut up what I had into even squares, and the truth is I'm going to trim them down anyway. And I use my extra for my pillow. So, really, I'm not wasting anything. Alright, leave that one up there with the finished ones. This one comes back over here with us. And we're going to press it open. These little squares, they will get a little bulky, but again, whatever. So there it is. It's called Big Dipper. And here it is with my other one. So I've used this blue in both of them now. So it'll just be, and I think I'm going to do white. Because this is kind of a off-white, kind of grayish. And I think white will make it pop. We'll see though. But anyways, this is the block of today. Big Dipper, 6 inches, finished. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you make it and love it. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.